Hey, my days, man. New season, same old story. Yes, people, welcome back to the My Channel TV. I'm out and about today. The breaking news is coming at us. I mean, it's probably not going to be breaking by the time I get this video out there, but I thought, whilst I'm here, I'll do a little update on the breaking news. That is, Alexander Isak is likely to miss Saturday's game against Fulham. He is a doubt going forward due to a toe injury. Yep, he got a bad nose, broken nose, bit of blurred vision at half time in the last game at Molyneux against Wolverhampton Wanderers, so he had to come off from that one. That then resulted in Anthony Gordon leading the line with Barnes and Murphy either side of him. Now he's obviously suffered another injury, another knockback, this time a toe problem, which, as I said, is likely to see him miss the trip to Craven Cottage this Saturday. However, there is hope that it might be manageable and he may travel at least and hopefully be on the bench, or who knows, you know, he might stop. But the news that's coming out today, Thursday lunchtime, is that Isak has sustained an injury. We'll see what Eddie Howe says in the press conference tomorrow, but as usual, you know, Eddie Howe, yeah, he doesn't give anything away to the reporters, does he? So we'll wait and see. But I didn't want to be negative. Listen, the sun's still shining. We're in September. Let's be positive. Newcastle are unbeaten so far this season. But let's say it how it is. This is an absolute nightmare. Alexander Isak, our main striker, only striker, to be fair. Big Willie style, you know, Fresh Prince of Sula. It's his time. And we're positive it's his time. Let's play him. I don't want to see this Gordon up front, right? Because you lose Gordon's game. We'll lose our state of play by having Anthony Gordon as a number 9, because he isn't that. I know he's played there for under 21 England. He's played there bits and pieces for Newcastle and Everton. We all know he's a winger. On the left, even on the right. If you can bring in Barnes, you can rotate. Happy days. Well, I think we've seen the second half, we didn't get the best out of him, and he went a bit quiet. When we look at that first half against Everton on the left wing, where he's cutting inside, dancing, wiggling around opponents, hits the post, it's nearly a wonder goal. You don't get the best of Anthony Gordon down the middle. So why have we highlighted Sula? I know he's one for the future. Danish under 21 international. Didn't score in 28 games for Sheffield United. He didn't score in the Premier League last year. But you've got to give him a go. I'd give him a go, at least as a vocal point. I'm not expecting him to come in against Fulham and banging a hat-trick. Do you know what I mean? I'm even expecting him to score. But if he can be there as a out-and-out striker, if he can be there and hold the ball up and link up play, that's fine. Do you know what I mean? Make it run in behind. He looked pretty good in pre-season, the Sellar Cup. I know that was, well, the opposition was what it was, and it's a friendly and stuff, so it's not like the Premier League that you're going to get against Fulham. But for me, I would be starting to suit him. Really, I'd give the lad a chance. I'd give him a chance, and I'd have Gordon and Barnes either side of him. I didn't want to see Gordon down the middle. I really don't. I think, you know, screw it, give it a shooter, because as we know, right, that's not, I said I didn't want to be negative, people. What's the point? You know what I mean? But let's see it how it is. You know, it's a shambles that we kept Callum Wilson. He ended up getting injured, but yep, should have sold him last January to Atletico Madrid when we had a chance. Should have sold him at the start of the summer when there were Saudi clubs and West Ham United sniffing after him. But we kept a hold of him. Lo and behold, he gets injured. Wow. Look at how surprised I am. And we had the news last week in the press conference that he's obviously still out. He was anticipated to return against Wolves after the international break. Now Eddie Howe is saying it's going to be the next international break, next month. So he's not going to be back until the mid-end of October. You know, I can't be asked to even talk about how many times we need to talk about Callum Wilson's injury record, because this is the thing, and this was the point in the summer that we needed to bring in someone else as backup and sell Wilson, because when Isak does get injured, because Isak's pretty injury prone as well, by the way, but he's carrying a lot. Do you know what I mean? He's carrying the team. There's no one to step in for him. And then Wilson's not there. This would be not a problem at all if Wilson was there to do his role, because you cannot rely on Callum Wilson to start anymore. So if he was there just to be that second striker, absolutely sound this weekend. For him to come in, full away, score a goal, slot in for Isak for a couple of games, then it'll be his turn to be injured. You know, we've seen it all before. But that's all right. That doesn't really bother us that much now that we haven't got European football. Newcastle have now got 3 games in a week, you know, Fulham Saturday, Wimbledon Tuesday, Man City Saturday. So no Wilson, as usual, injured. No Isak now, he looks injured, which is a shame. I don't think Isak's looked up to scratch, to be honest, like every player in black and white, to be fair, this season so far, even though we are sitting 3rd and unbeaten after 4 games and through the next round of the Cup. You know, a lot of players have struggled. Isak being one of them. Doesn't really look up to speed. Saying that, though, he did have a very good international break for Sweden and scored a couple of goals there. So this is devastating news. You know what I mean? It really is. But I don't want to downplay Fulham. I think Fulham are a good side. We do have a good record there, but at least you'd hope if we do rest him or he does need to recover, then he can be back for Man City next week when we really need him. Because I think if he can play Gordon, if that's what Howe wants to do, which it probably is, that's what the Mail reckons going to happen, which we've seen happen in the past, like we've seen it bloody couple of days ago at Wolves. If he goes with Gordon down the middle, maybe you can bring Asula on second half. We know, well, I don't know. I'm guessing that Asula might start against Wimbledon in the Cup next Tuesday. I mean, if you kind of start him against bloody Wimbledon, then when's he ever going to get a kick in the ball? Do you know what I mean? My hands have got a fake tan, yeah, I promise I haven't. And the gingers looking extra beard. The gingers looking extra beard. The beard's looking extra ginger because of the old sunshine. Lovely stuff. Good that. Cheers. About as good as Newcastle's injury record. Tell you what, what's Bunce doing? Bunce has been brought in. I suppose you can't fix this how an eight, can you? Bunce has brought in new performance directors, new sporting directors, new everything, medical staff and that. Same old problem. Same old story. You know? Same old injuries. So that's that. Isak is out. Let us know what you think in the comments. Let's go on to some other stuff now. Oh, well, to be quickly on the same article, didn't read the full thing because it was a subscription based. I'm not paying for the Mail. I'm not paying for now. To be fair, you used to pay for the Athletic, and they put the charges through the roof. So they go on in that article, see Newcastle are linked and want the next Erling Haaland and all that. Some young kid from Norway. Great. That sounds class. Let's do it. Let's get him in for fucking Saturday, but can't. Not the transfer window. We're desperate though. Do you know what I mean? Any free agents? Any strikers knocking about? Anthony Martial just went Athens. Wouldn't have took him. Well, tell you what. Honestly, it's desperate times. But I just feel for it when we're in that position and we're saying to Sula, we put 10, 15 million on the kid. It's Fulham away. He's not being asked to play at the Emirates. It's not Arsenal. So, give him a shot, man. Give him a shot. What do you do in the comments? Sula, Gordon, what do you reckon? I'm just gutted, man. Like, we haven't learned a lesson. It's the same thing every season. Isak's injured. Wilson's injured. There's no one to play. In and out. Oh, fucking hell. No one's shaking it about, I'll tell you that. Anyways, let's briefly look towards Fulham. We'll probably do this more in depth tomorrow. After we'll see what Eddie Howe's press conference is, the press conference reaction, and a match preview as always on the Friday. I was going to do the match preview tonight, to be fair, so we'll squeeze a bit of it in now. Most of this video has been dominated by that unfortunate injury news to Alexander Isak. But I will spin a positive on it again, people, that we have a fantastic record at Craven Cottage. We're looking for the third win in the year this season, because obviously we beat them in the league last year, beat them in the FA Cup, and now we're looking to do it again in this new season. Looking to stay unbeaten. That would be 5 games for the Mags unbeaten. And the mad thing is, if we win at Fulham on Saturday, Newcastle United will go top of the Premier League. Get in there. Let's finish on that positive, eh? We've got to win first, like. But beat Fulham and Newcastle will be top, because Arsenal and Man City play each other the following day. So we'll be first in the league for at least a day if we manage to beat the Cottagers. So I'm confident this thing. Actually, the record's very good there. Fulham are a good side. They've got a couple of dangerous players. I think Marco Silva's a good manager. But we should be going there and keeping up this very good record that we've got down there in London at Fulham. I fancy a win. Will it be amazing? Probably not. We'll have battered them before in the past, but the way Newcastle have been playing so far this season, the data would suggest that it's probably going to be another scrappy game. We'll probably start well. First 10-15 minutes be good. Don't do anything for about an hour, and then finish the game 10-15 minutes to go, and someone nicks a goal. I think we'll win 2-1 or 3-1 at Fulham. I think the performance will be slightly better. Listen, I want to see Tonali start. Surely Tonali's going to start. I want to see more from Bruno. I said earlier, Isak hasn't had a great start of the season. I don't think Bruno has, even though we haven't lost with him, as he's been wearing the captain's armband. But there's players that haven't even gone in that. He had that moment against Wolves on Sunday where he burst through, as I mentioned earlier. But overall, we haven't really clicked as a team or as individuals, apart from Harvey Barnes, maybe. And Fabian Shaw, when he's been back from suspension, great to have him back. But listen, we'll talk more about Fulham tomorrow, but we've got to get the win. Let's go top of the league, which would be absolutely nuts, considering we've all said we haven't played very well. All that matters is the results too, and then hopefully the performances come. Hopefully that starts this Saturday against Fulham. Like I said, 2-1 or 3-1 for me. Drop your score predictions and thoughts below. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourselves.